This one's not really a dilemma. It's more of like a steady walk down on the opponent, and it's very difficult for them to stop. You'll start chopping from this high angle of where we are in back mount. We're going to capture the arm on our choking side, so we can start to choke. We capture the opposite hand, and then it's going to be just this guy's head, chin, and neck versus one free arm. We're going to have both the guy's arms trapped. So this is what it looks like. So I hit the chair sit, and when I chair sit correctly, my knee's going to be under Dave's head like a pillow. So when I land, my knee's going to be up. This gives me, the angle this gives me where I'm dialed to the side, it gives me a ton of chance to bring my legs into the fight and start bringing in these big muscle groups. I have to make sure I stay under Dave here. This is not the control side of back mount. There's some easy outs. If Dave was able to jump my leg with his lower body, I don't have control with this arm in here. He'd be able to turn around. Or if Dave could get this shoulder to touch the ground, it's going to be hard to keep control of his back. So when you do this, you got to be kind of like a hammock. Like my leg and my arm want to be pointed to the ceiling and nice and under. I want to think about being under the guy. I do not want to let him make contact to the mat. Too many easy escapes. His shoulders make contact to the mat. There's one easy escape. His hips get over my leg, make contact to the mat on the other side. That's another easy escape. I'm keeping the guy right in this nook. So there's two different versions of using my leg to trap. There's one where my hand will grab and I'll chop low over the forearm, but see Dave's shoulder is pronounced still, it's not captured. When I lock this, it's all strangles. I have plenty of room to go in. My legs aren't in a position to go armbar easy or reverse triangle. And then there's another version where my leg would go all the way over the shoulder. In this instance, I can't choke anymore. My leg's in the choking lane, but you get such good control of the shoulder line. I'm just gonna leave control on the right shoulder with my legs. I'm gonna dominate the left shoulder by grabbing a Kimura grip. And then this is gonna be where there's arm bars and reverse triangles. We're doing the first one first. I'm in this spot, I have a choking arm and I have the other arm underneath. To get the dilemma going or to get the walk down going, I want to catch opposite hand with my arm underneath. So not my choking arm. If this guy stays real far away, I'll choke. When he brings the arm in to help, I'll grab. And when you grab, it's pretty easy, unless you got kind of stiff hips, pretty easy to trap this thing. Once it's trapped, I double up on control. So if Dave tries to get this arm out, it should be very difficult. I strangle, he brings the other arm in. I'm gonna grab his other arm in a one-on-one. Really important, I'm doing this at the end of the lever to maximize strength and control. If I grab close to the end of the lever, but not the end, I grab here, Dave makes his arm go really long and straight, he strips. But if I grab the end of the lever on the back side of the hand, it's gonna be a pointer or pinky knuckle. Dave goes to extend out of this, it's like he can't even start to extend. Then I'm gonna have my hand come in and start working to choke the guy. This might take a while, but the guy can't do anything about it, so take a while. This might take 30 seconds to a minute to get the choke in, but the guy can't do shit about it, so we're in like this gigantic lead. There's two ways that I saw to do this. I do the second one. I'll show the first one first. This is the Danaher version. They think of the chin as like a teacup and like your web of your thumb is like a saucer. They go under and they follow their chin. They will never slip off the chin, they stay on the chin. Because if I start to go and Dave turns his head hard right, he jumps inside and I can't quite get access to his neck. But if I go under his chin and he turns right and I follow the chin and he goes back and I go a little deeper and he tries to turn right and I follow the chin and I go back, you'll slowly start to work your way into this being able to hook the far shoulder. The one I like better is it's Mateus's version. He does it from crucifix, but it works fine from this arm trap. Dave's got his chin down. I slide until I get an actual finger, like a knuckle on my hand under his chin, not my finger. And once I get in, I push up and I lift. So kind of like a little itsy bitsy spider motion. Going under, I lift, go under, I lift. And you just kind of slowly kind of carjack his neck up. For the one-handed choke, the way these are finished, if we sit up, if Dave is able to grab the end of this lever, he could easily pull my arm out from behind his neck. So if he grabs my actual pointer knuckle and starts pulling it, it's ridiculous. If he holds my pointer knuckle and I try to go behind his neck with like all my strength, like it's like a joke how easy it is for him to hold it. If I do a shitty Monteleone, the ones that MMA clubs almost make you do, I am hiding one pointer knuckle here, but if Dave grabs the other pointer knuckle, he pulls, then he grabs this pointer knuckle, you can easily pull a choke off your neck. I cannot give access to the end of the lever of the guy that's choking. That's his last chance to get out. I don't want him to have it. This is why the Monteleone's so strong, because it covers the end of the lever. If Dave tries to grab this guy now, it's very difficult, and then it braces his head. So when my other arm starts retracting, it's like a cigar cutter on his neck. So when my hand's doing a one-on-one, and my hand's in here, my head has to take over the role of the Monteleone.
So what I do is I put my chin on top of my hand. Dave tries to grab it. It's very hard to get to the end of the lever. My head's also blocking, so you can start to retract the chair right from there. When my head's blocking, I can start to just pull my elbow back like a gi choke to strangle the guy. Or in a pinch, Dave's trying to grab my hand, he can't get it. When I'm ready, I move my chin and I punch him Monfilio finish. Just, I'm never going to put it on top of the guy's head where you can grab it. I'm always under the base of the skull. So the switch off would be, once I'm here, Dave's trying to grab, trying to get his hand in there, hold him out, and I got plenty of room to put myself in, and then squeeze the guy. So let's do chair sit.